Commission has made public the data on electoral bonds. Not just this, in fact, the data was released a day before the deadline set by the Supreme Court. Now, the Election Commission said that the data was published as it was received from the SBI. As per the data uploaded by the Election Commission on its website, BJP, TMC and the Congress are among the top 3 political parties that benefited the most from the electoral bonds. Further, according to the Election Commission data, the biggest donor is Future Gaming and Hotel Services PR, who made a donation of over 1,300 crores. Other prominent groups include Vedanta Limited and Haldia Energy Limited. However, it is important to note that these donations cannot be matched with the political parties that have received them, as the bond numbers which act as the matching code have not been released. My colleague Mohit joins me live for more inputs on this. Mohit, very good morning to you. Of course, we're looking at the numbers also essentially on our screens. But give us a quick sense, a quick takeaway of what our viewers should know with these numbers that are also out.
Well, yes, we know for a fact that after Supreme Court's order, Election Commission of India has published on their website the details of the electoral bond that have been received by various political parties, and the beneficiaries include BJP, Congress, DMK, TMC and other regional parties too. Now, a whole lot of politics has also started on this particular issue, given the fact that how the opposition party says that top 14 out of the 30 top donors, they have been raided by the CBI in the past. And as you were saying, Future Gaming and Hotels is the largest contributor to the electoral bond, with giving out money of around 1,368 crore rupees, followed by Medha Engineering. Now, we know for a fact that how the opposition parties have also stated, and many of their leaders have come out and said that many of these companies have been raided by Enforcement Directorate, and that is why they have to give government and the ruling party, that is the BJP, money for that. Now, the opposition parties also say now it's clear that is hafta vasuli by using ED and IT. You raid a company and then you ask them for money, and that money is being given to you in form of electoral bonds. Now, remember, it was a landmark decision by the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court clearly told the center, the SBI, that you need to publish the detail of the electoral bond, the beneficiaries, and also that which company gave how much money.
Right, Mohit.
So clearly,
as you get us those important details and you're also drawing things into perspective for our viewers, stay with me. I'm going to come back to you. Since you also pointed out about the political reactions, let's understand from Surendra Rajput of the Congress, who joins me this morning over the phone lines, to understand how he looks at this. Mr. Rajput, thank you very much for speaking to us here on Mirror Now. The numbers are, of course, out. The opposition, of course, training guns at the center. What is your perspective?
एक लाइन की बात है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी और नरेंद्र मोदी जी साफ कहते हैं कि चंदा दो, धंधा लो। जिस तरीके से एक 425 करोड़ की कंपनी शायद 500 करोड़ रुपए का चंदा दे रही है, क्या इस पर जांच नहीं होनी चाहिए कि पैसा आया कहां से उनके पास? लोग बता रहे हैं इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड्स को देख करके कि किसी पाकिस्तान की कंपनी ने भी दिया है। लोग ये भी बता रहे हैं कि सीरम इंस्टीट्यूट ने उसी समय चंदा दिया है जिस वक्त उनको वैक्सीन का ऑर्डर मिला है। क्या ये इतिहास की सबसे बड़ी लूट नहीं है सरकारीकरण की, सरकार की? क्या इसकी जांच नहीं होनी चाहिए? हमारा तो बड़ा स्पष्ट मानना है कि आजाद हिंदुस्तान में इससे बड़ी संस्थागत भ्रष्टाचार कोई नहीं हुआ है और इस भ्रष्टाचार की गंभीर रूप से जांच होनी चाहिए।
Mr. Rajput, thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast and essentially, of course, continuing to raise questions at the center in terms of these numbers that have also come out. But Mohit, you, of course, continue to stay with us. You heard what Surendra Rajput of the Congress had to say. You were drawing perspective on how the opposition is using this to train guns at the center, essentially. But as far as, one of the challenges of this was also matching of the data. We understand that was something which was said in the hearing where the top court did state that that is not priority. It was the names and the beneficiaries that had to come out. How will this pan out now, since the court is still set to hear this matter?
Well, you see, as you clearly pointed out, the court clearly stated that you do not need to match the donors and who were the recipient, that data from table A to table B. You do not match it, but yes, you need to tell that how much money was received by which political party and who exactly gave how much money, which company gave how much money in form of an electoral bond. Now, that is where the opposition, you see, is attacking the BJP. Now, they say that, as we were discussing earlier, 14 of the 30 top donor companies, including Future Gaming, Mega Engineering, and other old companies in that list, they have been raided by the ED in past 10 years. And hence, what the opposition says that it's kind of an hafta vasuli that is going on, that you will ensure that ED and the Income Tax Department raids these companies, and in return of that, you will take money in form of electoral bonds from them. While the BJP has been saying this, that electoral bonds were introduced to have transparency in the funding, and also there has been an anonymity of the donor. But then the Supreme Court made it clear that everything should have come out in public domain. So we have to wait and watch how exactly will BJP respond to this. Now, the BJP also says that the opposition parties have also received huge amount of money in terms of the electoral bond. When it comes to the regional party, TMC is the largest recipient of the electoral bonds. When it comes to the regional party, Congress party have also received so much amount of money. But the opposition party say that the largest sum has been given to Bharatiya Janata Party. So we have to wait and watch how exactly the politics will pan out and how will BJP respond to the allegations that have been coming in from the opposition parties, because opposition parties clearly say
Mohit,
that
I have to interject
that is
you there, but you're absolutely right. We'll have to wait and watch as to how the BJP will respond to all these allegations. But I appreciate you joining us this morning and drawing things into perspective. But since we were also, of course, talking about political reactions as far as the electoral bonds were released, and the opposition clearly has started training the guns against the BJP government, the Congress, Shiv Sena, CPI, AMIM alleged fixing and misuse of central agencies. Let's listen in.
देखिए, मैं उस पर अभी एक विश्लेषण मैंने किया है, अगले 10-15 मिनट में निकलवा रहा हूं, आपको सारी जानकारी मिल जाएगी किस तरीके से ये इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड का दुरुपयोग किया गया है। 60% इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड सिर्फ बीजेपी को गए हैं, 60%, 60% बीजेपी को गया है। और मैंने दिखाया है इस विश्लेषण के द्वारा कि किस तरह से ईडी, सीबीआई, इनकम टैक्स का दुरुपयोग किया है, और जिन्होंने चंदा दिया है उनको कहां से कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मिले हैं, हाईवे के कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मिले हैं।
सोए होंगे इस समय, तो अगर कोई ऐसा विपक्ष के प्रति होता तो तुरंत ईडी उठ के खड़ा हो जाता, सीबीआई खड़ी हो जाती। तो अभी तो कुछ दिन के लिए ये सोएंगे, क्योंकि स्लीपिंग पिल का ओवरडोज ले लिया इन्होंने। बात असली क्या है कि आपको याद होगा, मुझे तो याद नहीं, क्योंकि आप तो खबर रखते हो, कि किसी ने कहा था कि ना खाऊंगा ना खाने दूंगा। मुझे याद नहीं किसने कहा था, लेकिन किसी ने कहा था। तो अब उसका क्या हुआ? किसी ने ये भी कहा था कि मैं स्विस बैंक से सारे करोड़ों रुपए जो अवैध डिपॉजिट्स हैं वो वापस लेकर आएंगे। 15
A CGI-led bench will hear